Safety Water Quality District Budget Committee meeting of April 17th. It's 3 o'clock, I believe, so we'll call to order. And Emily, you're going to do a roll call for us.
Director King? Here. Director Eichenweiss?
Here.
Director Johannes? Director Lane?
Here.
Director Johnson?
Here.
Director Calkins?
Here.
Director Ralston?
Here.
Director Stegman?
Here.
And Director Mueller.
Here.
Thank you. All right, well, we'll proceed through our next round of complying with the local budget law. And part of that process is the budget committee is to receive public comment. If there is any, do we have anyone that's registered to provide public comment in person? Yeah. Anybody that is registered to provide public comment online? No, and I believe we got some writing, so we will get that distributed out to the committee / board, along with, I think, some elaboration to help context from staff. So
or potentially even later this evening.
Great. And so that'll will reflect in the record that we've solicited and received public comment, fulfilled our obligation in that regard. And then I think at this point, then we move on to the minutes from our last meeting. Anyone have any corrections, adjustments, updates? I know you spent all night last night poring over every word. All right, not hearing any. If I could have a motion to accept the March 2025 Budget Committee meeting minutes as drafted.
Mr. Chair, I move to accept the March 20th, 2025 Budget Committee meeting minutes as drafted.
There a second?
Second.
Thank you. Not seeing any discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that passes. And then I think we now turn to Lori to deal with any reports and any questions. So I'll turn it to you.
Mr. Chair, let the record show that Director Johannes has joined the meeting.
Welcome. Glad you could join us.
Of course. Hi, everyone.
I do not have a presentation today and did not have any outstanding questions, but I can take additional questions on the budget if anyone has today.
One at a time now. One at a time. All right. Well, as I mentioned the last meeting, not having a lot of changes is not uncommon. You know, staff spends lots of time putting together something that's going to be workable for them for the coming year, and they're of course close to it. So it's not unusual that there aren't a lot of changes from the budget committee. I guess if we don't have any follow-up questions and we don't have any presentation, we would move to the budget committee approval. As we mentioned early on, the budget process is a long one, so this is just the first hurdle. As we mentioned before, this is budget number one, the proposed budget. Once the committee approves, then it will become the approved budget, and then it starts in the TSCC process, and there'll be another hearing before them, and then it'll ultimately come back to you when you're wearing your board hat rather than your committee hat. We'll have another opportunity for public comment at that point, and ultimately then the board would do a adopted budget. So this will, I know you're heartbroken that this won't be the last time you'll see the budget, but you know, it will be coming back to see you a couple more times before July 1. So with that, then we have a motion there outlined on the agenda. So I'll need someone to move to adopt Resolution 250401, approving the fiscal year 25-26 budget for submission to the Multnomah County Tax Supervising and Conservation Commission.
Mr. Chair, I move to adopt resolution 2025-0401, approving the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget for submission to the Multnomah County Tax Supervising and Conservation Commission.
Is there a second? Thank you. Any discussion? As I mentioned, this won't be the last time you vote on this, so. All right, not seeing any discussion or comment, so I believe we can do all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, so passes unanimously. Anything else for the good of the order of the Budget Committee before we wrap up? Yes, ma'am.
Next steps is I will be finishing pulling together the approved budget book. We'll get that posted online. I'll have Emily send you all a link to that so that you have access to that, and we'll have a hard copy here in the office. That gets submitted along with a checklist to the TSCC. They will send that out to their commissioners, and we'll be receiving a series of questions that we can have an opportunity to prepare for prior to our TSCC hearing. So at least some of you will be hearing from us as we go through the questions. We try to pick questions that fit your area of specialty so that you're speaking to your area of specialty when you talk to the TSCC, but we will be asking you all to support us if you are available to attend that hearing and responding to those TSCC questions. So that is what comes next.
Do you recall what date that is scheduled?
It is May 19th.
May 19th.
And we'll be having lunch with the commissioners, and then our meeting is right after lunch.
And we will draft responses for your consideration, so you don't need to do it on your own. You probably said that and I missed it. I'm sorry if I repeated.
Bill, you got any questions?
Chair Mueller, I just wanted to thank you and Lori and the staff for developing such a good detailed budget book and providing lots of opportunities for questions and discussion. So thank you.
Same thing. So appreciative of the extra time just to answer questions and sit with us and really help us immerse in it. I think it will help for the next cycle when we come back to this as well. So thank you.
Yes, and I know you'll be going through budget withdrawals, but September is not that far away.
Oh, it's not.
I
Yes,
think there's some of you have asked some really good questions about more policy oriented things, acquisition of assets, contingency policy, things like that. And so I'm really excited next year that we're actually going to have some time with you all to get into the meat of some of those things and really work with you to ensure that we've got really strong policy guides for you on some of those things. So you can look forward to that, and it will be in the weeds of the numbers. It'll be much more in the what will make the district successful. So we're excited to engage you with that. And I do appreciate those of you who have asked those questions. People have asked, what are the outcomes we seek? So a lot more work to do with you to get us to the place where I want to be. And I know Lori wants to be in terms of giving you the policy direction you are warranted. So thank you.
All right, well, not seeing any more comments or questions. Guess I will call us adjourned at, is it here?
309.
3:09. So Emily.